How's everybody doing out there? Peace and blessings to the hearers and doers of the Lord's word. This is Super Solican, and this is the Awakening Podcast, one of the most powerful podcasts on the internet and anywhere pretty much in these times. Let me go ahead and get into this message because in these times you have a group of people, a growing large group of people who want to see society as we know it crumble, fall. There's a group of people, and I never thought that, I mean, the Bible warns us of this, but I didn't think that I would see this with my own eyes. That you have people in America who's living in America who was a blessed country by God, yes, it have its horrible atrocities that were done and things like that, but these were things that could be fixed but now we've ran so far from those solutions. It's like you makes you think that you ever that you ever want to get to the solution. Not in politics, no. And I use black people as an example. These were the only group of people grabbed over here, brought stolen from their land, used to for forced labor, not given their proper payment by far, then thrown out on their own and just told to pull themselves up on their own bootstraps. That's wickedness at its finest. And then still discriminated against and looked down upon at the same time for years upon years to after that. Even now to this day, it's not right. Even to this day, black people still haven't got their reparations. That's just an example of the wickedness. But now you have again, but the people who are supposed to be activists for black people, they not. A lot of them are wicked. A lot of them never want to get to no solutions. They don't want to do nothing. So at the end of the day, it's all a scheme. And when you look at it, you have the bigger picture is always being missed. People are being manipulated by people get manipulated by entities, groups of people. They don't know, but they like government, doctors, big pharmacy companies, people with it's easy now. You can if you want to pinpoint who you need to be looking at, it's the people with the money, the people who control and everything. It's a small portion of people, but it's not just. But at the end of the day, it's Satan who runs this world. Satan has been given dominion here on the earth. In the good book, it told you where did Satan came from. And when Job was in the book of Job, when Job was going through his trial, Satan said he came and went and visited he visited God and hidden the angels in the heavenly court. And God said, "Where you coming from, man?" And then Satan say he coming from up and down the earth, in out. Satan going up and down, just going about there. When Jesus Christ was on the mountain and fasting for 40 days and 40 nights, who came up there and said he could, that he could do all these things for him? He could give him all these things. How can you give something and you can't give nothing that you don't own? So you understand that Satan is manipulating these systems, the whatever you want to call it, you know what I mean? Don't use semantics with me. Some people call him the Antichrist. Some people call him, the devil. Some people call him Beelzebub. The dark forces. The dark force is two polar forces on this earth between and human beings. That's unseen to human beings, but human beings are pulled by each one. It's the good and evil, the dark and the light. Now, those dark beings, those dark entities that, the Bible tells you that fell to earth, they are manipulating the systems of earth. They can give gifts, and their main goal is to destroy the system that God has built. God has a system for human beings that is without sin because it's a perfect system under God. Everybody have everything in abundance. In heaven, the Lord tell you everybody gonna have their own mansion. It's enough for everybody. Streets of gold. Stuff is gonna be in abundance. People don't know, and God don't want no people who have that lavacious, lazy mindset. or that's ungrateful mindset. If you got an ungrateful mindset, ain't nothing gonna be good enough for you. You understand? That's just how it is. You an ungrateful piece of you know what, and you could change that, through the Holy Spirit. But that's what you could see, that the difference. There's a total, like, God, this earth, like, people be hurting on this earth, man. I talk to people every day, man. They cry on the phone to me. They hurting. It's people who are hurting on this earth. They didn't attain what you would say is the American dream, and now they just in pain. They don't know what. Some people, man, they in so much pain, like they don't even want to live no more. You understand? That's because this system couldn't sustain itself. It was always a false system. There was a failed system itself that fell away from God. And if you not, that's why now you see Christians have homesteads. Shout out to Pastor Dow. You have people like David Carroll. You have a lot of Christian men and women who just basically go, what you consider to go do is go off the grid, and they build their own thing, and they start basically give up a lot of and a lot of they don't have to, but some give up a lot of amenities, because what that does is it frees you. These things that you have, a lot of this stuff that you consider to be technology, it traps you. A lot of these people is running to these doctors and physicians, what you consider to be modern medicine, and getting themselves messed up. You start tampering and touching on the body, the natural function of the way that God has designed you to move and operate. Man, you no wonder why you have these unknown diseases. You allowing yourself to be an experiment on this earth. But you don't hear me though. You don't want to hear that. But let me get to it. On this earth, you have a growing number of people who are listening to Satan, and they want to bring down mankind as we know it. Yes, they want to see the fall of mankind as we know it. Meaning they want to see the way that things have been set to work, like things that was in the Constitution, the way, the order that God has set things to work, of man, woman, of God, man, woman, and child. The way that God has set the order of things to work, to where man is at the head. Man, the most capable is at the head. The most capable leads. People want to destroy the systems of mankind, uh, of masculinity, where masculinity is not an option. It's a birthright. It's a right. Where they want to destroy the systems of the earth, where womanhood, the gift of womanhood and motherhood, is trivial. Satan would love nothing else than to destroy that. That's one of the last things, that and the masculinity of the black man is one of the last things that he, is having a problem touching. He's having a problem ironing that, destroying that system of the earth. He's trying that. He's trying to do that. Satan having a problem with a few things, but he's really getting his job done on this earth, man. When you got people who, you look at the people in office in America, so-called Democrats. I don't even like to use little terms, because they're both two sides of the same coin. But look at what you have in America, man. You have these woke warriors trying to they want to get rid of police authority. Like, if you do that, what that does is allows for chaos. Then you will just have a free for all. That's creating hell. You understand? See, but you have a group of people who be like, "Oh, we'll just police ourselves. Everything we don't need no police all in my neighborhood," saying some of the stupidest stuff that I've ever heard on earth. You have the family structure. It's becoming more and more trivial. The traditional family used to be promoted. It's promoted because that is the best formula to produce normal, functioning, productive citizens. Again, normal is becoming, trying to be taken as being trivial. Like God has certain things on the earth that are set in stone as normal. That's why when human being, it's normal to have 5 fingers, to be born with 5 fingers, 5 toes, and 2 eyes. That's normal. Now we want to go on. It's normal for a man to be born being attracted to women. It's normal, and that's also nurtured if it's untouched. But if it's untouched, if you don't touch it and then try to bombard it with opposite propaganda, it's normal for a woman to be attracted to a man, fall under his leadership, and want to get with his program. That's why the woman is the intake vessel. That's why you see when a woman really like a man and she sleep with him, she takes on his traits. She starts to act like him. I see it happen all the time. I've experienced it. And women will tell you that if they be honest. That's, again, it's people who want to see the fall. I'm gonna tell you who it is. Women are being used by Satan. They are in bed with Satan. I'm not talking about all women, but if you're not a righteous woman who trying to follow the Most High, who trying to follow Jesus Christ's will for your life, and get behind a righteous man and help him out, be his helpmeet, then I don't know, then you are a wicked woman and you are in bed. You are literally in bed with Satan. A lot of y'all are sleeping with demons. Like literal spirits. Y'all having wet dreams and all that, and y'all embracing them. Y'all do that every night. Y'all having sex with demons. That's what a wet dream is. These are demonic spirits invading in your dream, in the spirit realm, controlling the dream and having sex with you in your dream. And if all you need to do is go look up sleep paralysis, type it into Google. Google, like for it to populate the first thing on Google, that it's something that's significant. So type that into Google and you tell me. So you have those women. I basically, and it's a lot of women who are modern day witches also, who embrace the manipulation, the sex manipulation, because it's a way that a woman can use her sexuality that's considered to be witchcraft for the Lord, because manipulation is a sin to the Lord. You manipulating people. That's not a good thing. Now these women, they all now, the normal woman, this is a proven thing. The normal woman, a lot of them are getting behind those type of women. You've seen a shift in society. You didn't, man, women like that were slut shamed. Like, because the reason why now shame is trying to be used as a bad thing. Like, so nothing to be that you should do anything and you shouldn't be ashamed of nothing. So you shouldn't be ashamed of anything. Like, come on, think about what you're talking about. You want to shame people from doing certain things. Now, you used to have good, decent women. They used to shame those women who go out and use that sex manipulation. They used to shame those women who went out and slept with other men's husbands, other men's boyfriends, who they've been with for years, and you just have some slut who's just willing to just show him just go. The woman was trying to hold out for marriage and things like that, and you just had some loose woman come in front of a boyfriend, just open her blouse and just give him some head or something like that. Come on, man. Like, you think women like that? Like, y'all women destroy yourself with being behind the same women who y'all say y'all don't like, who destroy y'all lives. See, that's why those women were smart, and they kept the close knit of slut shaming those women. You know what I'm saying? Because they knew things would get out of hand. Now those women have adopted a I can't beat them, join them mentality. They've joined in to the sinful nature of these wicked women who manipulate men, try to use them, and these women are joined together and they want to see the fall of mankind. These are really the children of Eve. These are really the daughters of Eve, man. And a lot of them have not been redeemed by the real Jesus Christ, man. They don't want that. Because, again, you remember, it was Eve who was manipulated by Satan. The woman was literally in bed with Satan. And that's why Satan has given her, he's given her a special place, or you better believe it. And if you're a wicked woman, you will take that. You will try to get a little piece of that. And a lot of these women, not even cut from the cloth, but they still or just fall under the hierarchy of that. These women want to see the fall of mankind as we know it. They want to see, but what they don't understand is they don't understand that, first of all, Satan will never win against God. Second of all, like, it's a deadly alliance amongst men when women just get a little out of pocket. And it's just the way it is. If you the most atrocities, and everything has been built by men. Like I said, the leadership comes with capability and responsibility. you know, Men, and they also have committed the most heinous atrocities on this planet Earth. It comes from the hearts of men. So women need to understand that. Like, don't ever put. And I don't think when most women, they never will do that. That's why they put themselves at just a total odds with men, to where, you know what I mean, to where they cause those natural mechanisms to come out of them, or leadership, and subduing things to come out. But they will try to manipulate them to destroy men, on the in every other way that they can, man. And that's been going on, and a lot of men see that marriage rates are going, and that's causing an effect on society, man. A lot of people have these anxieties, all these diseases and things like this popping, spiritual illnesses, don't know what's going on. You wonder why you a mess, man. I'm gonna tell you, you need to get in this Bible, pray, fast. You need to give your life to Jesus Christ. You need to speak to him. You get a relationship with the Creator. All you have to have is a faith of a mustard seed. It's not hard. The Lord say he'll draw near to those who draw near to him, man. And a lot of people, like I say, when you in your calamity, man, you hurting, you don't know what's going on. Doctors telling you, man, I don't know what I can do. I don't. You turn to the Lord. A lot of people, you see, that's your time. That's your best moment. When you see, I mean, I know I had one of those moments. That's when you can see clear. When you get out, turn all of this other things off, the TV be out, and you just can speak to God. You can hear clearly. And in that instant, if you open your Bible, read to get a word from the Lord, start showing yourself approved, studying and showing yourself approved, because you have to get in this word to understand God's character. And if you just do one thing, draw near to God just a little bit with faith, and having a little faith to open this book and believe what he's saying is true, that he can help you. Your creator, the creator of this world, actually has an involvement and interest in his creation. Is that so far-fetched? Like, come on. Like, that he has an interest in his creation, and he sees you in your calamity, in your pain. He see you, and and it moves him to have mercy upon you. You know what I'm saying? Even though a lot of this stuff, you put yourself in a position. Let's be real. You understand? You're sin. You're turning from the Lord. You don't believe in anything. You're ungrateful. You didn't heard this word before. You didn't heard about it's even as a child, young children who hadn't even read the Bible, they know of the Creator. Like, they heart. And all you have to do is tell it to them. And they gravitate to it like a fish in water. You, on the other hand, you got skeletons all in the closet, man. Things that, you've done to yourself, you've allowed to build up. But see, in that time, God see you, and he had that mercy on you. All you have to do is have a little bit of faith. It's not hard. And then God will come into your life, and he'll pluck you from this matrix. You understand? So you can think for yourself. Man, people are being manipulated in all manners of life. People have been so indoctrinated and manipulated that, as I said, they have the war to now where like, you see the people, the Trump or whatever you want to call them. Like I said, I hate labeling people, but look, this is how the name for references. You have these people who they label as Trumpers. These are just, the red, like if a person is wants to be a Republican of a certain group, now they want to ostracize them. Say if you're a black person and you subscribe to being a Republican, now you people in your group trying, what you doing? Like, come on, get a mind of your own, because it's all, you've been just being you just been manipulated by these factions. All these people, they demonize as Trumpers, or have all they are people who have bought into the American dream, that falsehood, in which it was nothing but, it was a false dream, man, because America itself was built on, it was a lie. And it was just because they was indoctrinated by school. They didn't get the real America. If you would have, if anybody learns the real American things like that, they would have been like, man, nah, I'm not fighting your war right now. I'm not buying into nothing, nigga. You're not finna conscript me to do nothing. We just not going as a collective. No, you know what I'm saying? See, things like that. But they bought into what school taught them, their rose tinted glasses. We all know that America was born on rape, pillage, manipulation, lies, stealing, um, man, just all atrocity, all manners of atrocities, and then it lives as a hypocrite, talking about in God we trust on the money, man. But what do you do for God? Like what? Like you didn't and acted all type of allowed all manners of debauchery to go on. You not. It's not like you under. Look at the Muslim countries. I at least salute them. They under Sharia law. They said, man, we finna live for God, nigga. Like, and again, it don't matter if you believe in Allah or whatever, or that's how you subscribe. I mean, I know people, in even to understand, like, Allah and the God of the Bible is the same. Days are people who don't have spiritual understanding. But even if you don't believe in God or anything like that, you gotta salute them for at least standing on what they believe. At least they stand on it. I gotta salute people like that. Like, I don't care if you was a devil worshiper. If you stood on it, I would at least respect you. But I don't respect people who, America is just like the whore of Babylon, man. you know. And again, they have a group of people. It's a faction over here where back in turn, they would see if you would have went against the doctrine of America, if you would have went against the indoctrination of America, when they was on that American experiment of full indoctrination, where they came to your school, recruiting your children, pressuring, having parents pressuring their kids to get into the wars and all this and get maimed and blown away. You know what I'm saying? Come back and don't come back at all. You know, when they was doing all that, you would be considered a traitor if you was to go against that. All right. But see, you got in God we trust on the money, man. You know what I mean? You say you trusting in the Lord. Every piece of currency you turn over. You say, Christopher Columbus, the proven history of America, how it was founded, is Christopher Columbus was reading the Bible, got a message from the Lord of another known landmass when it wasn't known to that region of the world at the time. So he just set out on faith, and he ended up finding it. Don't get me wrong. Yes, it was, I don't know about the talks and everything that was going on, but that's the history of America. Okay, that's out of his own mouth. Okay, so with that being said, why, when you have someone just bad mouthing, trying to just be blatant atheists on and have a show, or or just bad mouthing the Lord, like, which they tend to put on the media, they tend to allow that on the media, and some people tend to get a kick out of that, trying to think that they can mock the Lord, how futile it is. Don't nobody say nothing about that. You don't call them a traitor. You don't say that they're a traitor. That's because America don't stand for nothing, and they're a whore of Babylon. They're a whore of everyone, and they gonna come. And what happened to whores when when a person plays the whore, they whore themselves out, meaning that they'll do everything, do anything to get anything. And they so desperate like that. You know there's people like that in movies. You see that. You know what happened to them? They come to they end don't be pretty. You understand? They end is not pretty. Look at what happened to Jezebel. Jezebel, her death was one of the worst deaths in the Bible, man. She fell from a tower, broke her bones, saved her, suffered for a while, then got chewed up by the dog, got ate alive. So it's not going to be a good end when you do that. You need to pluck yourself out from this system. And I already told you how to do that, man. It just takes the faith of a mustard seed. You draw near to the Lord and he'll draw near to you. If you anywhere, and you hurting, depressed, don't know why, if you come by this message, all you do, if there's Bibles everywhere, man. You can, it's even on your phone for free. Just go on and Google it, type in, Holy Bible, get in there and just go to a random scripture. Boom. I preferably to start in the New Testament, Bond. Just boom, go there and just read there. That's you drawing near to the Lord. He'll see that you're making an effort. He's coming, and then what I'm saying, you can have a relationship with the Creator of this world. You understand? I ain't say the creator of everything. Now I didn't say that he was that this was the owner of this world. I told you Satan. He's given dominion here, given ownership, but God is the creator and owner of it all. Everything, the heavens, the earth, the realms you see, you don't see, what I'm saying, the vast reaches of space, he owns it all. Now Satan is given dominion here on earth, hence the term, listen to the term given. I want to put emphasis on that. He gives him allows, Satan is allowed to do these things. But you people, y'all seem to love Satan. A lot of us, man, we entertain Satan. I've entertained Satan in my life before. You understand? That's why I need Jesus Christ, the Holy Spirit. I ask God, man, block the Satan. I don't want nothing to do with Satan anymore. Like in this life, man, I try to stay out of the devil's field. I don't entertain him, so in turn, I don't entertain the things of Satan. And that keeps you out of the devil's field. And then you can in turn start healing yourself, seeing the truth, and putting more of your putting more of your coins, your spiritual coins, and the things that matter into heaven and into the heavenly basket, into, like I said, you healing yourself, being healthy, getting all of the things on earth that really are tangible, that matter, because money don't buy all those things. You know what I'm saying? Money really don't buy you true happiness and love and peace. Now it's a tool that be used. You need that over here, and we seeing the dollar tank and go. It could be cryptocurrency down the line. Who knows? You know what I mean? It could be one day all that stuff could just be wiped off, and who knows what catastrophe happened, and then you don't even have computers no more. You don't even have nothing. It's just a disaster, and things reset. Now niggas is using gold. So at the end of the day, you have to put your eggs in the basket of the things that really matter. And these are the things of heaven, man. But again, and that will protect you in the coming of the fall of this society, because there's a group, and you have, it's the women, you have homosexual men, you have these men who just weak, you have wicked men, women, you have all of these people going along with, and it's a group of people. And the people who are in the middle, who think they don't have to choose none, they don't pick a side, they're gonna get swept. They always get manipulated and swept up in it. So they're part of the problem. They're part of it. So you're gonna have this. They're gonna achieve the goal, and it has to happen. That's in the Bible. These things have to come to pass. And it's a group of people who want the fall of society. They don't want the order of God. You know what I'm saying? They don't want to live the life that God has set for them. They don't want to live in that order. Some people don't want to live in the order of God. They are in full rebellion. If God came here, they don't want. It's people who will tell you now, if that God of the Bible, the true living God, comes to earth, they don't want to serve him, because he have requirements, man. And with him, you gotta get down or lay down. You better understand it. That's it. That's that with him. That. That's what. So people, they don't want that. They don't like that. They don't want to hear that. They're not, what I'm saying? So that's how you can understand that there's going to be a group of people who will fight against the living God. They're going to fight against them under the tutelage of Satan and the Antichrist and things like that. And Lord knows, man, like I say, you could see it right now with your own eyes. There is a group of people who would love to see the fall of mankind as we know it, meaning flip all of the structures backwards on his head. All these systems, as you know, the ones that work, that wholesome stuff that got us as far as we got now, people take that for granted. You know, they like put on that. They gonna flip it. That's what, you know, they want to achieve the goal of Satan.